37 miles outside Amarillo, where the drive-in theaters started dying, there's a man who still shows pictures to empty lots. Harold Brennan, Hal to those who knew him in Hollywood. Before the incident, worked projection at RKO from 47 to 55. The golden years, they called them. Until that private screening for Howard Hughes, December 19th, 1955, 2 in the morning. Just Hughes, 2 executives, and Hal in the booth. RKO security found Hal 3 hours later, catatonic. Booth door locked from inside. Film was still running, but the reels were empty. Just light hitting the screen. They say he didn't speak for 6 weeks. When he finally did, all he said was, "They're in the splices." The Desert Star Drive-In, closed since '57 when the last projectionist quit, said the films were playing themselves. Hal moved in 6 months later, brought his own equipment, his own films, his own obsessions.
You're 7 minutes late. The pre-show started at 6:53. Sunset. Always at sunset. That's when the membrane is finished. You have the look, the aperture of your eyes. F-stop 2.8, I'd say. Good for low light. Good for seeing what's really there. Come in. The main feature starts soon. Everything's precisely calibrated. 24 frames per second. 1, 2, 3, 24. The human eye can't see between them, but that's where it lives.
Where what lives?
Regardez every film ever made. It is really 24 photographs still per second. Between each frame is darkness, le noir, nothing. Mais le rien n'est pas vide. The nothing, it is not empty. Each strip is 24 lies per second, but between the lies, truth. Terrible truth.
Tell me about RKO. About that night.
December 19th, 1955, 2:17 a.m. Hughes, he wanted to see something special. Not a feature, no. Something the government had. Operation Crossroads footage, Bikini Atoll. But not the newsreels. The real footage. What a blast did to light itself. Comment dit-on? How it bent, twisted, opened things. The cameras were shielded, but the film, elle se souvient. It remembered.
What did you see?
Frame 10,847, between the blast and the mushroom cloud. Une image, 1/24 de seconde. But I saw it, des formes, dans la lumière, moving, aware. You saw it too. C'est pourquoi, that's why he bought RKO, not for the movies, for what's between them.
Hughes bought RKO to suppress this?
To study it, to weaponize it. Every film distributed after 1955 has been infected, prepared, carrying signals in the spaces between frames, 24 times per second, 43,200 times per half hour, programming the audience without them knowing. 8 years of collecting every print I could find with anomalies. Regardez ça. This one is from The Day the Earth Stood Still. Frame 7,231. You see the shadow that doesn't match any actor? This is from a Cary-Grant picture. Normal scene, but look. Entre ces mots, between his words, something else is speaking. They hide in the immersion, in the silver halide crystals. Every film ever made is infested, 24 times per second. We are showing them to audiences. Programming. Preparing.
Preparing for what?
Picture this. Every person who's watched a film since 1947 has been exposed. The images accumulate in the optic nerve, dormant, waiting. October 13th, 1959. That's activation day, when everyone who's been exposed changes. Show starts at full dark. 8:43 tonight. I project every night. Sometimes cars come, park in the back. Never see the drivers. They leave before credits.
What do you show them?
My compilation. 8 years of splicing. All the infected frames. The ones that show the truth about what Hollywood's really been doing. Mass hypnosis, preparation. Picture this. Every movie theater is a church. Every screen is an altar. And we are the priests feeding light to the congregation. 7 hours of pure signal. No story, no characters, just the infections, the programming. Sometimes I think it's alive. The film itself. All that silver halide holding memories of light. Operation Flicker started in 47, same year as Roswell. Pas une coïncidence, not a coincidence. They needed to prepare us for contact. Mais quelque chose a mal tourné. Something went wrong. The signals in the fions, they attracted something else. October 13th, 1959. When the signals achieve critical mass, every frame we've shown, every subliminal message, all activating at once. That's why I'm documenting, showing the truth to empty lots. Maybe if no one watches, it won't happen. Test subjects. Volunteers who watched concentrated doses. Most went catatonic, like me. But some disappeared entirely. Not ran away, disappeared, like the light took them into the film. Regardez. But don't watch too long. La lumière, the light, it carries more than pictures. Frame 1, Marilyn Monroe, 7 years each. Mais regardez son ombre, look at her shadow. Frame 2, Atomic Test, Nevada. Vous voyez? See the faces in the blast? Frame 3, Mickey Mouse cartoon, comptez ses doigts, count his fingers. Mauvais nombre, wrong number, toujours le mauvais nombre. Frame 10,847 coming up, the original, the first infection. Watch. 3, 2, 1.
Jesus Christ! What is that?
Proof that light itself can be infected, that images can carry viruses, that consciousness can be transmitted 24 frames per second. They're here, the watchers. They come when I show too much truth. FBI, CIA or something else. They never interfere. Just watch, document, wait. Take this, the frame from Crossroads, the real one. Fuse die trying to destroy all copies, but keep it cold. Heat makes them active, cold keeps them sleeping.
Why give this to me?
Because someone needs to know. In case something happens. They've been coming closer each night. Used to park at the back. Now they're at row 5. When you reach row 1, I think my show ends. J'aimais le cinéma. I loved the movies, the magic, making people dream for 90 minutes. But dreams and nightmares, ils utilisent le même projecteur, same light, same darkness between frames. They said I had a breakdown, paranoid delusions. But Hughes knew. That's why he sold RKO 6 months later, destroyed the archive. Except I saved what mattered. They tried to medicate me, make me forget what I saw. But you can't medicate truth, can't prescribe pills for reality. The frames are still there, still infected, still spreading.
How? You don't have a reflection.
Stopped appearing in mirrors in 56. Je pense que... I think I'm stuck between frames now. Pas tout à fait ici, pas tout à fait là, not quite here, not quite there. Regardez, maybe I'm just a character in someone else's film. Peut-être nous tous. Maybe we all are. Parfois, sometimes I think I'm already dead. Died that night in 1955. C'est juste ma boucle, my loop, my reel, playing over and over. But if I stop projecting, if I break the loop, qu'est-ce qui arrive à l'histoire? What happens to the story?
What will you do on October 13th?
Show everything, tout en même temps, all at once, every infected frame, on every screen I can hijack, TV broadcast peut-être, break into the signal, show America what's been hiding in their entertainment. Either I'll save everyone ou je complète leur programmation. Activate whatever's been building. Regardez, maybe that's my role. Peut-être je ne suis pas le héros. Maybe I'm not the hero. Maybe I'm the final projectionist, destiné à montrer, meant to show the last frame. 7 stations. If I can hit all 7 at 8 p.m. prime time, maximum exposure, the truth will finally be seen. Or the lie will finally be complete. Ne allez pas au cinéma. Don't go to the movies. Not until after October 13th. Ou allez à tous, or go to all of them, see everything. Maybe the only defense is complete saturation. Peut-être nous sommes tous juste du film de toute façon. Silver Halid dreams on God's projector. If you watch it cold, and only once. The second viewing is when it takes hold. That's when you start seeing them in every film, in every reflection, in every space between moments.
I left Hal Brennan as the morning light was making his screen invisible. Just a man projecting nightmares to tumbleweeds and ghosts. The film canister sits in my glove compartment, wrapped in foil and ice from the gas station. I haven't looked at frame 10,847. Not sure I want to know what lives between the light and dark. But October 13th is 6 months away, and everyone I've interviewed has marked that date. 4 strangers, 400 miles apart, all watching the same calendar. The Palace Theater in Amarillo was showing a double feature, North by Northwest and The Blob. Families lined up for the matinee. I wanted to warn them. But warn them about what? That the movies might be watching them back? Next week heading to Utah, a botanist growing gardens in irradiated soil says the mutations are beautiful. Says they're what we'll all look like after October 13th. Starting to wonder if I should stop collecting these stories, or if collecting them is exactly what